Hello, let us observe about pumps. What are pumps? Pumps. What are pumps? Pumps are used to increase pressure or velocity or flow rate or to transport a fluid to high height or elevation. पम्प्स किसके लिए यूज़ होते हैं? एक तो किसी भी लिक्विड या द्रव्य का फ्लो रेट बढ़ाना है, उसको ऊंचाई पर पहुंचाना है या फिर उसका प्रेशर बढ़ाना है. नाउ कमिंग टू द टाइप्स ऑफ द पम्प्स, देर आर two types of the pumps. First is which apply direct pressure to the fluid. Second type is apply torque to rotate the fluid. Now in first type they are known as positive displacement pumps, and they apply direct pressure to the fluid. So there are again two types, reciprocating pumps and plunger pumps. In second type, which apply torque to rotate the fluid and increase the kinetic energy of the fluid, so they are known as centrifugal pumps. Now rotary pumps are again positive displacement pumps. In that there are two types, spur gear pump or internal gear pump. Now let us observe working principle of the centrifugal pumps. See, liquid enters here, this is the suction, so liquid enters here. Now this is a rotating impeller, so as soon as the liquid enters here the liquid is rotated by this impeller like this round. So what will happen? Kinetic energy of this fluid will increase. Now this rotating liquid, it will come to the volute. This portion, this outer circular portion is known as volute. So kinetic energy again here it will be converted to the pressure energy. So coming to this figure 1, rotation of the impeller causes any liquid content in it to flow towards the periphery because of the centrifugal force generated due to rotation. The center or eye of the impeller is thus evacuated and liquid from the suction line then flows in to fill the void. सो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पंप में क्या है, एक उसको बोलते हैं इम्पेलर, जो कि हमेशा घूमता रहता है. लिक्विड एकदम सक्शन ये जो है ये पोर्शन है सक्शन, यहाँ पे लिक्विड एंटर करेगा, यहाँ पे मोटर है, तो ड्यू टू रोटेशन व्हाट विल हैपन, घूमने के कारण सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स से काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ेगी और ये जो आउटर जो पोर्शन है उसको बोलते हैं वॉल्यूट, उसके कारण उसकी प्रेशर एनर्जी भी बढ़ेगी. ये है डिस्चार्ज पॉइंट. नाउ लेट अस consider this diagram. See, this is a section of a pump, this is the rotating impeller. So liquid is coming from here, this impeller way is rotating in this direction, so liquid will rotate like this by centrifugal force. It will come here and this portion, empty portion, it is known as volute. So here this kinetic energy, it will be again converted into the pressure energy. So this is the discharge point of the pump. So this is suction line, this is red one, this is a impeller and this is a discharge point of the centrifugal pump. Let us consider one example. By example, it will be more clear. So, this is an example. Benzene at 37.8 degrees centigrade is pumped through a system as shown in figure at the rate of 40 gallons per minute, that is 9.9 meter cube per hour. The reservoir is at atmospheric pressure. The gauge pressure at the end of discharge line is 345 kilonewton per meter square. The discharge is at 10 feet and pump suction is 4 feet above the level of the reservoir. The discharge line is 1.5 inch schedule 40 pipe. The friction in the suction line is known to be 3.5 kilonewton per meter square, and the discharge line friction loss is given as 37.9 kilonewton per meter square. The mechanical efficiency of the pump is 60%. The density of benzene is 865 kg per meter cube, and the vapor pressure at 37.8 degrees centigrade is 26.2 kilonewton per meter square. Now calculate the developed head of the pump and the total power required if the pump manufacturer specifies a NPSHR, net positive suction head, requirement of 3.05 meter. Will the pump be suitable for this service? Now coming to the solution, consider the Bernoulli's equation, that is Bernoulli's equation PB by rho pressure head, GZ that is potential head, and alpha B VB square divided by 2. So at point 2, so benzene is pumped at the height of, given height is, this benzene is to be pumped to the height of 10 meters. Okay, so this is the equation. So this is pressure, this is pressure at point 2, this is height at to which the benzene is to be pumped. This is kinetic head. Now HF is the friction loss, and this is PA by rho. So this is the pressure at the suction of the pump. Now putting these values in Bernoulli's equation, it is a mechanical energy balance equation in which we consider pressure head, potential head and kinetic head. So this velocity comes to be 6.31 feet per second. Now to find out head developed by the pump. Okay, so this will give the work. So head developed by the pump, it comes to be 477.9 joules per kg. 477.9 joules per kg. Now let us find out power required by the pump. So power required by the pump, it comes to be 1.74 kilowatt. Now this net positive suction head, it is important because if the suction pressure if it is less than the vapor pressure of given liquid, what will happen? The liquid will vaporize. So this process is known as cavitation. So suction pressure should be more than the vapor pressure of the liquid to avoid cavitation. Cavitation means the liquid will vaporize and it will disturb the pump conditions. So again, how to find out it? Vapor pressure of benzene is given. So subtracting it, this net positive suction head is it comes to be 7.25 and manufacturer requirement is less than this. So cavitation is very important for proper functioning of the pump. Now let us see the power developed by the pump. So this is one of the vane of the impeller. So this is suction of the pump and this is the, we can say this is impeller, and here angle is important, vane angle is important. Now this power input is given by this formula, power input to the pump, it is given by angular momentum equation. So tau Gc is equal to mass flow rate into RVU2 minus RVU1. Now power is equal to tau into omega. So it is mR2VU2. So this power is equal to m omega 2 R2 VU2. Now to find out head and flow relationship for ideal pump, delta H is equal to RVDU2 omega divided by G. So here what is important? The vane angle of the impeller is important. This is beta 2. So this vane angle of the impeller is important, as well as the total cross sectional area of the channel or volute, the outer portion between the impeller as well as the outer casing of the pump. So this head developed, it comes to be U2 into bracket U2 minus QR AP into tan beta 2 divided by G. Now coming to again applying Bernoulli's equation to the pump. This is for condition 2, condition 1. This is pump work. So head developed is given by omega R2 VU2. Now how does the speed of the rotation of impeller affects the flow rate? Capacity Q varies with speed of the rotation of the impeller. Head varies with n square, that is square of the speed of the rotation, and power P varies with the cube of the speed of the rotation of the impeller. Now let us see the characteristics of the centrifugal pump. Consider first one. It gives first one, it is between flow rate and the developed head. So as the flow rate increases, the developed head reduces. So it comes to 0. So this is known as zero head flow rate. This is known as zero head flow rate. So this is the maximum flow rate up to which the pump can give the maximum volumetric flow rate. Now second curve is power developed by the pump and flow rate. So this, as the flow rate increases, power requirement also increases. Now there is variation because of friction and other losses. I am Gauri. If you like this, please subscribe this.